Hey guys, Mr. Happy here, and welcome to Final Fantasy Bestiary. This series is dedicated towards discovering the history and lore behind Final Fantasy's most iconic creatures and characters. This episode, we talk about the Regal Feline, Cait Sith. Now, Cait Sith is a recurring cat-like creature that appears throughout the series as an enemy, a summon, and even a playable ally. His name comes from the Irish and Scottish folklore, where he is known as a fairy cat that haunted the Scottish Highlands. Some believe that these cats were not actually fairies, but were instead witches who could transform into a cat 9 times. Now, the pronunciation of his name is actually meant to be caught she, but the only time a character has ever said his name in the Final Fantasy series is Cid in Dirge of Cerberus, who simply refers to him as Cait. For this reason, I'll keep pronouncing the name phonetically. Our Final Fantasy Cait Sith is indeed a cat, and though he takes on varying appearances across the series, he is most known for being a black cat with a white belly, wearing shoes, a crown, and either a scarf or a cape. Cait Sith appeared in some of the earlier Final Fantasy titles, though in most cases his name wasn't used until later launches of the titles, specifically the Game Boy Advance launches. Both Final Fantasies 2 and 4 featured him as a Coeurl type enemy encountered as common enemies. He also appeared in the Final Fantasy IV sequels Interlude and the After Years with a similar purpose of being a plain enemy. In Final Fantasy VI, Cait Sith makes his first noticeable appearance, though again, due to the translation errors, he was actually called Stray when he was first brought over to the States. He is an Esper that takes on the common cat-like appearance and is one of the earlier Magicites obtained in the game. His attack, Cat Rain, causes all opponents to become confused. He also teaches a variety of annoying debuffs when equipped. Now, the Final Fantasy that Cait Sith is most known for is definitely Final Fantasy VII, where he is a major protagonist of the series. He takes on the Black Cat appearance again, though this time he rides on top of a giant stuffed Moogle. His purpose is to spy on the other protagonists and track their progress as they tail Sephiroth. He eventually sabotages their plans, but later redeems himself and regains their trust. As one of the major protagonists, he is a playable character with his own set of moves, weapons, and armor. He is also present briefly in the rest of the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. This includes him being a summon in Crisis Core, a briefly playable character in Dirge of Cerberus, an NPC in Before Crisis, and he fights alongside everyone in Advent Children against Bahamut Sin. In Final Fantasy X, he makes a brief appearance as one of Lulu's weapons in the form of a small Cait Sith doll. This same doll reappeared in Final Fantasy X-2, except that it was Riku's mascot dress sphere, where it allowed her to strongly debuff enemies. Cait Sith appears again in Final Fantasy XI, though with a more prominent role like he had in the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. Cait Sith is actually the name of a race of cat-like entities present in the 4th expansion, the Wings of the Goddess. They are tasked with preserving the timeline and ensuring the events of the Crystal War take place as they are supposed to. There are a total of 10 of them, as well as one ultimate Cait Sith formed from the others combining into a single entity. Additionally, as of the March update in 2014, Cait Sith is a new summon for summoners. Cait is a light elemental summon who can use powerful attacks such as level Holy and powerful life magic such as Raise 2, Re-Raise 2, and his Astral Flow is actually an AoE Arise and Re-Raise 3 effect. After this appearance, Cait Sith appears in Final Fantasy XIII-2 and Lightning Returns as a cat in the jar, as I like to call him. He's an enemy in both and can be recruited in Final Fantasy XIII-2 with the medic role. And finally, he appears in Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn as a pre-order bonus. He serves as a non-combat minion and is there simply for vanity purposes. Of course, Cait Sith has appeared in several other Square Enix titles. This includes the 4 Heroes of Light, Crystal Chronicles, and even in their newer title, Bravely Default. None of these are major appearances, and most don't resemble his classic look, but they are at least nods to the character regardless. I wonder what the future of Cait Sith has in store for us Final Fantasy fans. Only time will tell. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share. Check out the rest of the episodes in the Bestiary series. Also, thank you for your continued support with this series. A lot of people asked for it when it disappeared for a while, but I am doing my best to bring it back on a weekly basis. Also, feel free to like, favorite, Also, feel free to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Had a little bit of a hiccup there. We're going to get regular updates about when I'm posting videos, and you can just pick my brain a little bit. Maybe even make suggestions towards which bestiaries you'd like to see. And of course, follow me on Twitch. Currently live streaming Final Fantasy X HD. That is my game of choice. Not streaming it right this second, but I am streaming the game. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.